What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Game Week 18 free hit team. My name is Ryan, and welcome to the football chat box. Now, if you are new, make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and let's get straight into our Game Week 18 free hit team. All right, now, as you can see, I've got 8.8 million in the bank, but we'll talk about that later. You have plenty of flexibility with this free hit team, but the main things that we're trying to target is, let me bring the fixtures up as well on the side so that you guys can see. So in goal, I've got Leno and Dubravka. Now it's up to you how you want to play this. I think Fulham against Burnley is a pretty good opportunity for a clean sheet as well. You can either play Dubravka or you can play Leno. If you want to play an EO perspective, you can play double Newcastle defense, because a lot of people will have double Newcastle defense against Luton. Luton will make it hard though. That's why I've kind of gone one Newcastle defender, but it's up to you and how you want to play it. In defense, I've got Trippier, Colwill, and Alex Moreno. Now, I think Alex Moreno will play, and there is upside to it. Now, if he doesn't play, you've got cover on the bench, right? And also, when I mentioned whether you play Leno or Dubravka, let's say you play Dubravka in goal, you can then play Robinson if you wanted to, over maybe a Colwill if you think Fulham are going to keep a clean sheet. That's a possibility as well that you could try and do. And then in midfield, I've got Leon Bailey, Gordon, Palmer, and Salah. Now, Leon Bailey is to get that Sheffield United fixture. I think he will play over Diaby. Gordon for the Luton game. But you could probably get someone else as well. Up to you. This spot is kind of open to you. Gordon doesn't have a great away record. I should add that Newcastle also don't have a great defensive away record. They've only kept one clean sheet so far, so keep that in mind. So you could probably get someone else and not Gordon. You could probably put Kudus in here, but I'll get to Kudus later. You could even go for Richarlison. That's completely up to you in terms of how you want to go. Plenty of money in the bank, to be honest. I've got Palmer against Wolves because I think it's a really good option. I've got Salah here. He doesn't necessarily have to be here, but I think he's the second best captaincy option. And Liverpool at home, I think even though they drew against United, they should get some goal, like a goal or two maybe against Arsenal. If you don't want, you can again remove Salah, go to Richarlison, like I mentioned, or Kudus. It depends on how far you want to go from the template and how risky you want to make this team, right? Because I think there is opportunity to take a few risks in this free hit team. So it's up to you whether you want to have a bit of protection and not go too extreme, but that's completely on your choice. So Salah is there, but you can switch it up whoever you want to. I've got a 3-4-3 formation. So I've gone Watkins, Solanke, and Gabriel Jesus. Now, Watkins, I think, is probably the best captaincy option for this week. Solanke, I've got in there. We kind of need to wait and see what happens with this Bournemouth versus Luton game. So that's a lot riding on that to see where that plays, what happens in that game. By the time this video is out and there's cup fixtures as well, maybe something could happen in the cup fixtures between Chelsea and Newcastle. So that's also something to kind of keep in mind. So those are a few factors that you kind of need to keep in mind that will change after this video is out. And I've got Gabriel Jesus. Now, I think the reason I put Gabriel Jesus is because I think Arsenal can get a goal, and Jesus is a differential compared to having a Saka. He got points this week as well, scored a goal for Arsenal. A great differential, still owned by a few managers only. So that is also a very tempting punt. Another punt you could potentially put there, and this depends on how the Chelsea game goes against Newcastle midweek. Nkunku, maybe if we get news that Poch is going to start him, that's a punt, but I think I might be slightly more favoring Gabriel Jesus, even though it's a Liverpool game. So it's up to you on that specific one. You could also switch to a 3-5-2. Now on the bench, I've got Kudus. I think he's a good option against United. They did keep a clean sheet against Liverpool, but I think West Ham like to counterattack, and United might be the ones holding the ball more in that game. So Kudus could be a really good differential punt. I've got Robinson because, again, like I mentioned, you either start Dubravka or Leno, and if you start, let's say, Dubravka, then you can play Robinson if you wanted to over Colwill. That's up to you. And then I've got Senesi for Bournemouth as well as another defensive option. Apart from these players that we don't have, like I mentioned, Richarlison, good punt. Kulusevski as well, I wouldn't mind it. The reason I haven't added Spurs players in here is because I think that Everton game is going to be very hard. Might be a low scoring game, like a 1-1, a 1-0, potentially a 2-1, but it's going to be a tough game, I feel like. So that's why I haven't got Spurs, but you can go for Richarlison or Kulusevski. I don't mind it at all. Or you could go for Son if you want to as well. That's not a problem. And anyone else that I don't have, not really. Maybe you could go Trent, but Liverpool versus Arsenal, I think Arsenal score, so I probably wouldn't go Trent there in this specific game week. And then there's obviously the Crystal Palace Brighton, but Brighton have too much rotation that it's so annoying to target which player you want to go and get. So I'm happy with this team for now, but let me know in the comments what you think about it. Game week 18 free hit. And let me know, are you playing your free hit in Game week 18? Let me know in the comments. And also for those of you who have wildcard, I'll see if I can get a wildcard video out next week. Can't guarantee it with the whole hectic schedule and me traveling, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, if you've reached up to this point, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe as well, and let me know your thoughts about this Game Week 18 free hit draft. And I'll see you all later.